In this video, we're going to build a web page citation in APA format. The first thing is to locate all the elements that will be needed for the citation. They can be found various places on the source material. In this first example, the source does not have a listed author, so we will use the name of the organization as the author. The date of publication will be the most recent update. The date is usually at the top of the page, but oftentimes you will have to look for it at the end of the page. In this case, it is at the very end of the page. You will also need the name of the publisher. It is usually the name of the website. If the publisher is used for the author, then you do not need to list this a second time. The last element will be the URL. Just copy and paste from your browser. Do not create or insert a link. In the second example, you can find all the information at the top of the page: the author, the date of publication, publisher, and the URL. Now that we have all the elements, we can create the citation. The first element, as in all types of APA citations, will be the author. This element is always listed with the author's last name first and initials for the first and middle names. If the author is an organization, just list the name as it appears on the source. The author element will end with a period. The next element is the date of publication, and it will be listed in parentheses. List as much of the date as is available on the source, starting with the year, month, then day. When listing the month, you must spell out the whole name. Abbreviations are not used in APA. If there is no listed date, then use no date. Keep in mind that if there is no listed date, you will need to include the retrieval date and URL at the end of the citation. The date element will end with the period on the outside of the closing parentheses. Following the date will be the title of the web page. In the title, only the first word of the subtitle, and any proper nouns will be capitalized. The title will also be in italics. The title element will end with a period unless there is a different punctuation in the title. The next element will be the name of the publisher website, and it will end with a period. If this was used for the author, you will not list it a second time. Just skip to the last element to finish the citation. Now, if we had a source with no date or one where the information is likely to change, we need to include the retrieval date. This will precede the URL. In the third citation, you will see retrieved June 3rd, 2026 from, and then paste the URL. You will use the date you most recently visited the web page. Make sure to include the commas in the date. This brings us to the final element of the citation, which is the URL. Copy and paste the URL directly from the browser. Do not create a link for the source. This citation will end with the URL, so make sure not to end it with a period, as it will change the URL. You are now done with the citation.